Hello, hello everyone. I am back. Happy Easter. Happy Easter season. This is Courageous Carla. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber or frequent viewer, welcome back. So, few questions to start off this video. Are you ready for Easter? Are you ready for the activities and fun festivities around Easter? Are you a little boy or girl that's ready for those activities as well? And do you know any disabled little boys or girls, either physically disabled, visually impaired, with hearing impaired, with any sensory processing challenges? Or are you just interested in this makeup and halo look? If you said yes to any of those questions, this video is for you. Enjoy. So, to get started, this video is going to be about the wonderful activity of an Easter egg hunt, or those outdoor festivities and activities for those little boys or girls that may have any challenges to participating. This is going to be about ways to accommodate those little kiddos so they can participate. And also, this video is going to be discussing alternatives to those outdoor activities like an Easter egg hunt or the spring fun activities like sock hop and different hopping activities. All ways and ideas for the little kids, or even kids from 8 to 80, kids at heart, to all participate and enjoy. Okay, let's get started. This part of the video is going to be talking about ways for the disabled little boys and girls to participate in those outdoor activities. Like, I'm going to focus on an Easter egg hunt. So, let's get started on that part. I would advise to, if you haven't already, to check out my video about traveling or planning for travel with a physical disability. In that video, I do discuss planning and inquiring about the venue beforehand, just to make sure that it's accessible. Even though I gave a little synopsis on the video in relation to the importance or impact on this video, I would still highly recommend checking out that video if you haven't already. And the link is going to be in the description. So, so definitely prepare ahead of time if possible, or think about the actual space or venue that, we're talking about outdoors, how accessible it is for those that may be physically challenged, or even like I mentioned, with anyone that may have those sensory processing challenges, or that may have visual impairments. Just making sure those venues are as accessible as possible for those individuals so everyone can participate. Some ideas, in addition to a fun Easter egg hunt, for that participation, could be to tie the eggs to a balloon so that it's height level for someone with a physical disability that may be using a wheelchair, walker, cane, or crutch, or any other mobility aid, so that it can be easily grabbed and picked up by those individuals wanting to participate. And also, that would help with some that may have visual challenges, so you wouldn't have to bend over and reach as much. Number 2, magnetic items, including eggs and poles. So if you have a magnetic egg or one that would be attracted to a magnetic pole, you can put that in the ground and make sure the pole is, let's say, height level or easily reachable and accessible to the one wanting to participate. So it could easily be picked up and move on to the next pole so that person can participate and keep that speed. All right. And lastly, a buddy system. And let's give an example on what that means. You could pair an individual with the disability in question with someone that's either a friend or maybe even not necessarily a friend, but someone that they can buddy up with or participate with that can grab the egg or whatever's in the ground to participate in the Easter egg hunt. And that will encourage teamwork and trust and safety and inclusion. So all of those would be checked. All right. So that's my 3 little tips for inclusive participation in an Easter egg hunt. Mainly for the physically disabled. Let me just briefly go over some additional tips for those that for others, like visually impaired participants. You could make sure the eggs emit a sound like a chirping or a beeping, so that visually impaired individual would be able to know which eggs are for them. All right. For the hard of hearing participants, you can have eggs that flash light, or you could have the eggs that flash a color, either a bright light or a color. Okay. And for those with sensory processing challenges, you can put different, I'm going to say, outward coatings or overlays on top of the eggs that may be soft to the touch or fuzzy or some type of texture for their excitement and processing. Now we're going to talk about alternatives to the Easter egg hunt, or in addition to the Easter egg hunt, other accessible, inclusive activities. So I would definitely say planning. Maybe those individuals could be involved in the planning of the events. We in the disabled community are so innovative and are experts in thinking outside of the box and may have some wonderful ideas. So it'd be wonderful to encourage providing those ideas and be involved in the planning committee. So that would be super fun. And also the actual dyeing of the eggs. That is so fun and a way to be so innovative, creative in utilizing artistic skills, manual dexterity, and a way for the disabled person to feel included in all parts of the game and of the day. If eggs are what is being utilized to play with, then let's say physically average bodied individuals are going to need those eggs. So again, it's a way to feel so included and to be so helpful in the day. And everyone wants to be helpful and included. So yes. An honorable mention I would say would be for trivia or bingo games as a way for participation and games that can be played that are so inclusive and highlight a reason for the season. A little background or a little story is at a church I used to attend in the state of Texas. For Christmas time, we played a trivia game, like a bingo type of setup, that were all about facts around the Christmas season, and It was so insightful and fun, and also a bit of a challenge. So little games like that are educational, fun, and very inclusive. Okay, lastly, I'd just like to say it's so important to feel included in all activities, but in particular for Easter, it's a way to be inclusive as well, and please don't forget those individuals. So, how'd you like this video? If you liked it, please give a thumbs up or comment below. Have you ever thought about this topic, and do you have any more suggestions? I know there are many more ways to be inclusive and accessible, so if you have any ideas or any new suggestions, please comment below. And lastly, hit that subscribe button so you're up to date on videos and to get to know me a little bit better and help me grow this channel. This is Courageous Carla. Carpe diem the best way you can, and goodbye. Happy holidays, or happy Easter. Bye.